checking my telephone for texts. I'm staring at the woman on the corner. It's fucked up when your mind is playing tricks on you.
Welcome to Spin That Back. This is Rick.
I'm Eric.
And this is our review of Pixar's 15th movie, Inside Out, directed by Pete Docter.
Starring Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, Louis Black, Bill Hader, Mindy Kaling.
Pete Docter's latest offering after I think previously he did Up, right?
And Monsters, Inc.
And Monsters, Inc. Pretty much follows this young girl, Riley, as her family moves from Minnesota to San Francisco. You see her mind work through these emotions in her head. Amy Poehler is joy. Phyllis Smith is sadness. Bill Hader is fear. Louis Black is anger. And Mindy Kaling is disgust, right?
Disgust.
Among others little other things that you see along the way represent her mind and her emotions and sort of shows a really creative way, the way a teenager's mind works at that age.
The animations, the writing is very well done. The performances, specifically Amy Poehler and Phyllis Smith. Phyllis Smith had a really good performance in this one.
Amy Poehler was pretty much Leslie Knope.
Yeah, but I really like Phyllis Smith. She was my favorite part of the movie. I remember watching her on The Office and just the way she talks and those weird looks she makes sometimes to the camera. Like, that's like the perfect person to cast as Sadness. And she did an excellent job. It's really cool showing kids how emotions kind of counteract each other. They're represented as each individual emotion, but it does a really good job throughout the movie. Just little by little kind of showing how they work together and how sometimes you remember things or you act a certain way, but it does a really good job just showing, especially kids at the age, she's 11 in the movie, but you start looking at things a lot differently. Like, you don't want to, you're kind of embarrassed, like at your parents sometimes, going into like that puberty stage, and that's like around the time when your emotions are going really crazy, and they did like an excellent job. And just really creative the way that they represented like her long-term memory and her personality. I know you said they kind of did that before, and what was it?
The show Herman's Head. It was sort of the same thing. I forgot the emotions on that show, but it was a similar sort of idea where you see this guy's life play out, and then it zooms into his head, and then you see all these emotions, how they're trying to control his mind and try to pull him one way, and other ones try to pull him another way. I mean, but Pixar, like they've always been great on a technical level, and they always take really great concepts and show them to you in a creative way. And I think that's what they did really great here. Core values, milestones in your life was really dope, really well done. Just really creative, and it's great for kids too because it teaches them in a way, these emotions that you have at that age. Your smallest problems seem like just such a huge deal, and when you're an adult you realize, back then, really, like, your problems aren't shit. All these things going wrong in your life, like, it feels like your world's crumbling around you. It's really well represented here in this movie.
One of Pixar's best movies as far as it catering to both a young and an older audience. Up is one of them.
Yeah.
Where kind of like it's funny for kids, but it's also it connects with adults. It speaks to like a really wide audience, and they did a really good job. And it was funny. I like that.
Yeah, it was really funny.
It was really funny. Louis Black was funny.
Yeah,
he's probably like the really funniest
good.
part of the movie.
And I'm not a really big Louis Black fan, but he was really good in this movie.
Yeah, he was funny as anger.
Bill Hader as fear and Mindy Kaling as disgust, I think, were a little underutilized.
They were good for their part, but they could have used them a little more.
Yeah, I mean, especially somebody like Bill Hader, who was like, a great talent. Especially if you saw him on SNL, he could do so many voices, so many impressions. They could have used him, I thought, a little bit more in the movie. It reflects more around joy and sadness.
The other three emotions, when they didn't know what to do, and the other ones there just kind of seemed like anger went in there, and he was funny. But yeah, like I feel like they could have used, especially I think Mindy Kaling, she was like the most underused one.
Yeah. Out
of all of them, because Bill Hader had a couple of moments, but Mindy Kaling, I feel like she just kind of hopped in there with everyone else, but she didn't really have her own like individual moments like the other ones did.
It's not a big part of the movie, but we get like little glimpses of the parents' minds.
That shit was funny, man. Yeah, I was fucking laughing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Because it was really unexpected.
Yeah.
You don't really see it coming. Like it's kind of better if you don't know exactly like the situation that they're in, but we kind of get a glimpse of the mom and the dad. And it was funny, man. Like, I think the way, especially like the dad, like when you go like in the dad's mind.
I mean, that could be a sequel, inside the parents' mind, or maybe it could be a boy's mind in the next movie. which they sort of show like a quick glimpse of a boy's mind as well in the movie.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll catch that in the sequel. There's a little stuff that runs through the credits that was really well done too. I think one of the best movies just overall that I've seen this year.
Really
just
movie.
As far as writing and creativity, it was just really well made. And I think with time, this will prove to be, probably consider one of their best movies that they've
really
ever
good.
done. So I give it
motherfucking tizite.
I'm a big Pixar fan. I love their movies. Seems like this one, it kind of helped them get back on track. I also thought it was
motherfucking tizite.
We just recently did our top 5 Pixar movies. We can put a link to that down in the description, so check that out in case you missed it. Might have to do it again because Inside Out might be up there as the years go by. It was really trust us when we say it was a really good movie. Like this video, share, subscribe, comment, and we'll catch you on the next one.